Hey guys, it's Courtney and I'm here to do my April 1st project pan update. And I know I said I was going to start doing these bi-monthly, but I have progress, so I'm sure you know. And then from here out, it'll be bi-monthly. So April will skip and I'll have one in May. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about the thing I finished, which was this CO Bigelow Apothecary Lemon and Blueberry Lip Balm. This is gone now. There is still some in here I could dig out with a lip brush, but it's starting to get kind of bad. So like it's starting to kind of turn. So I don't want to do that. Like I'm not going to dig it out, so I'm just going to get rid of it. So the next thing I want to talk about is the stuff that doesn't look like I made any progress on, which is super discouraging. But sorry, everything is like right over here on top of a cart, so I'm like pulling it off as I talk. The first thing, which again I can't tell where I am, this is the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in Deep Brown. I think I talk about this every month that I don't like it. You really can't tell how much is in there. Hopefully we're making progress. I use this every single day, even when I don't actually do my brows. I put it in my brows just to try to make it go quicker. I have the Seraphine Botanicals Blush in Happy Hibiscus. This is so pretty. I have it on today, very lightly. And it's starting to get like bumps on it. I don't know. But I mean, the formula seems fine. It doesn't smell weird. I mean, so I'm really not sure. This is what it looks like. Almost like this. It's really pretty, and I really like it. It's cruelty free and vegan, so try and use it up before it goes bad. The next thing that doesn't have any progress is my Blistex Medicated Berry Balm, and that is because I focused on the other lip balm that I had. So this one is now with me all the time, and I have this much left. I do have these like written down and marked in pictures, so I will have that. Either I'll take a picture and insert it, or I'll just have it up on Instagram. So it's really hard to show back and forth. The other thing, well, another lip product that doesn't have a ton of progress, but I actually think this is starting to go bad, is the L'Oreal Color Reach Lipstick in Spice Cider. I have this much left, that much. And it's actually kind of like getting like weird condensation dots on it, and it's just like, it doesn't smell bad, but I don't know. I do have that on today as a base, and then I layered the e.l.f. Day and Night Duo over it. I layered the lighter color over it. This is where I am with that. This is a really easy color to work with. It's like an everyday pinky mauve, and then the night color is a little bit darker. It's like a berry. The night one I haven't used at all. The day one I've used a couple times, so there's like the slightest bit of progress, but not really enough to show. The same with Honey Bear, which is from Revlon. I've been working on like dulling the point and making it flat, so that is a slow progress. Another lip product that I have in here is the Revlon Color Burst Lip Butter in Sugar Plum. And this one is honestly starting to go really bad. It's starting to go off, so I actually think I'm gonna get rid of this, like take it out, because it's really hard to use. So I'm gonna take this out and declutter it. The other thing I'm going to be decluttering is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow on the Rocks. And I did hit pan in this, if you guys remember from, I don't know, the last update, which I honestly, when I'm filming this, I think I still have to edit and put it up because it's been so crazy. This is starting to dry out. Like, it's really hard to use. It doesn't have the right pigmentation anymore. Like, it's kind of just being funky. Like, it's really dry. But it still swatches nice because it's nice, but I don't know. I just don't like using it. It's annoying. Like, it bugs me, so I'm going to declutter that and get rid of this because it's going bad. So I feel like I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, and maybe I'll just cut it and move this to the beginning. I'm not really sure. But so for the month of March, I didn't really have access to a lot of my Project Pan products. If you watched my life update, channel update video, I kind of talk about it there, but I'll talk about it now really quickly. I moved and I got a new job, and then I moved again, and so I was like in between houses and I was apartment hunting, and I actually stayed on my boyfriend's couch for a while at his parents' house, which was really cool that they let me do that. But it was just like, I mean, I didn't have like all my makeup with me, obviously, because that would have been insane. But so that's why a lot of stuff doesn't have a lot of progress, so I feel like I should apologize for that. I don't know. The next thing that's actually a face product, this doesn't have, it does have a little bit of an indent. You can kind of see like in this corner, like the embossment is coming off a little. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Crown of My Canopy. I use this as a cheek topper, like as a blush topper, and I've actually used this as eyeshadow and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to work with because it doesn't work as a highlight for me. It's too pink, so it just doesn't look good. But there's not a lot of progress on that either, which is kind of unfortunate. This is my Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve, and I do have some progress on this. It's about the size of my finger. There is a little bit of progress, maybe like 3 centimeters, not a lot. So there's that. Now, this is that Avon Silver and Black eyeliner, and this actually has some decent progress comparatively to last time, but what happened so this does have some progress compared to last time, but what happened is the black actually broke off, which is not a big deal because I'm not using the black anyway, but the silver also broke off, and I haven't been able to sharpen it because I can't find my sharpener in this new apartment. I don't know where I put it, so that's super duper cool. So if you can tell, this green line is where I was with that product, and now I'm at this black line. So from the edge of the paper to that black line is how much product there is left. And then I am using the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in Pearls of Wisdom as a eye base, and this has so much product in it. I honestly don't think I'm going to finish it. There is like a dent in the center, but it's so hard to get out and it's so hard to use, and I definitely think I'm going to be decluttering the others I have of this just because it's never going to get used before it goes bad. The last lip product I have is my e.l.f. Luscious Liquid Lipstick in Bark, and I was at this silver line right here, and now I am at this one above it. This is actually almost gone, so I'm really hoping I can crank this out and get rid of it by the end of next month. We'll just add some more here. Every little bit helps. I really do like this lip gloss. It's not really sticky. It has like a minty scent and flavor. This one in particular kind of just nudes out any lipstick that you use under it, so it's really pretty. It's nice to have around, but it's just, I have so many lip glosses and I never use them, so. These are actually all just marked, so I actually drew a line inside around the pan. You can't really see it, but this is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Wisp. I use this as a highlight, use it as a base for my eyes. I kind of just use it as everything. I actually don't have it on today. I don't have any highlight on today. Surprise, I know, but. So the same with my Hard Candy Natural Eyes palette. I drew the pans. So the light chocolatey brown, this one's actually going pretty well. This one, I've started to hit a bigger pan in. I started actually using this for my eyebrows. And these two, I just don't really like using. This one has really chunky glitter in it. I think I talked about it last month, but it honestly gets in my eyes and it really irritates them. I don't know what that's about, so I don't really use this one anymore, so I'm kind of just taking it out of the project. But if I get these two finished for this project, I'll be really happy. This is the progress for the gold shadow that was also in that palette. I did draw the pan on this one, but you can't really see it again. This has a ton of fallout and it's really, honestly, annoying to use, but I do usually layer it. And you get out with me. Like, it's really soft. So when you touch your brush in it, a ton of product comes out, like in a ridiculous amount. It's not even funny. This is the Maybelline contour kit. This is the highlight. And I have my pan drawn in there. You can kind of see. You can kind of see it on this one. But that's where I'm at. I am using this as a highlight and as a shadow to kind of speed up the process. And then the last thing in this pan, this project, is this white eyeshadow. And this is from an NYC quad. It was called, it was the NYC Individual Eyes quad, and I think it was the Midtown Mauves. I don't remember which one it was exactly, and I didn't write it down because why would I do that? I don't know. The very last thing, which I almost just forgot, is the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water. I actually replaced my Neutrogena Ultralight Cleansing Oil with this once I finished it. So this is my progress. I was using a nail polish, but I can also do Sharpie and it won't come off because this isn't like an oil. So I was at this pink line and now I'm down here at the silver line. Again, there's not as much progress because I didn't have this with me to take my makeup off, so I was just using makeup wipes. But what can you do? So that is everything for my project pan. I'm kind of hoping to make a ton of progress this month and get some of this stuff out of my collection. So a lot of it's old, I don't like it and that kind of stuff. You know, or it's not cruelty free and I'm just trying to whittle that out of my collection as I go. But I love you guys so much. If you have any questions or if you're curious, I post a lot of pictures on Instagram. I'm always on Snapchat, etc., etc. All my socials are down below. And we can hang out, be my best friend, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, that kind of stuff. And my dishwasher is going and it's making loud banging sounds. I hope you can't hear that on the other side of the camera. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, week, weekend, whenever you're watching. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.